even get the lights.
So you like this alpha or female boy?
Got these lights. These lights controlled by this.
Separate.
Okay. Just making sure it's
Just
right.
hidden, yeah.
Oh Lord, I'm frustrated.
We
Baking
rolling?
scene.
Alex is always do this thing, boy.
Yes?
But since when?
Right after you're selling story.
Wow.
Yo, I had a mind. No, I had a mind.
He
I had a mind.
always do
I
this,
had a
boy.
mind. But
Is
the,
he face for me?
yeah, but the reason we had to come on.
Yeah.
First of all, let me just put this out there. Her energy
Oh,
through the roof.
come on.
Yeah. We do actually. We have never introduced names in this podcast.
Yeah.
For real.
But we have a celebrity, yeah.
Yeah,
We have a
but
celebrity.
we do have a celebrity in the
Yeah,
building.
Little old me.
Yeah, Antonia. Antonia is from the Sama area. We can't give you her address, guys. Stop it. Come. Jeez, were you expecting that? You know what I mean? But I remember
Yeah.
2016.
Yeah.
I was in Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
No, Santa Cruz, the same area, doing
Yeah.
my practicum.
Yeah.
And I remember it was you and like 3 other girls.
Yes.
And I asked her, 2016, 7 years ago, do you have what it takes to be a wife?
No, wait. Let's get context. You see, this is why you should right now. You should press the like button, right, and start to share this with your friends. Alright, press the like icon. Please share. All right, we're getting in.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, give the context.
I don't even know why I asked you that.
I can't remember either. I think we were talking about life. Just in
So
general.
there was a general conversation around this.
It was like AY time. It was
Yeah.
AY time.
Yeah.
We were on the field. Probably, I don't know if we were giving out tracks in relation to
Something like,
a
yeah,
crusade.
because, the crusade.
There was our crusade at some
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
And I was like, we were in conversation. I remember asking a very direct question: do you have what it takes to be a wife?
Yeah.
So when
Yeah.
we had carded, people have been
This
bugging
really
us
sounds like
Yeah.
Carrie.
to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But on top of that, it's like we built a comfort level where it's like, I have that level with people.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
ask me anything,
Oh,
anytime,
that's-
anyhow.
that is legit.
So, yeah,
That's
yeah,
That's
yeah,
Antonia.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And probably because I mean she is where it's at. You know. So when folks were like kind of bugging us to talk about dating, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember Mika was telling you, yo, you should come on the pod.
Yeah.
And this morning I was
Yep.
like, yo, you should come on the pod.
Yeah.
And she was
Yeah.
like, yo, Mikhail told me I should come on the pod.
Yeah.
So I was like, how about tonight?
Hello, somebody.
Yeah,
so that's how.
Listen, I was excited.
Yeah, me too.
I was
Because
excited.
I was like,
Three-
whoa,
three
whoa.
fire
I thought I would have got like 3 weeks notice. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
tomorrow night, free.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we roll. That's how
You
I
know,
love it.
sometimes if you want to get something done, you do it. No, like
Absolutely.
never leave in front or behind because who knows? Tomorrow you might not be free.
Exactly.
Tomorrow you might be engaged. Who knows? It might flood. But
Yeah.
we say today we
Yep,
Halloween, but you know we go.
Yeah.
We still
We're here.
carried on.
Yeah,
we're here.
Yeah.
But I admire your commitment to come.
Thank
the
you,
energy
thank
to
you,
come.
thank you,
It's
thank
like
you.
Antonia, Akila, you know,
Yeah.
like the come. They there for it.
Yeah.
But that question was really important because we had to talk about in this little juncture, like dating as a Christian.
Yeah.
And I think
Ladies and gentlemen,
I think there is
You
a
heard
way
it.
there's a way dating is done.
Yeah.
And we had to talk about that.
Yes.
Because my God, what's happening in these streets?
Tony, let me ask a direct question.
Yeah.
Have you dated before?
Yes.
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 And
I
how
have.
was
I
that?
have.
Give
And
us an
I have
experience.
actually dated outside the church and in the church, so I could give some comparison to that.
Comparisons. Ooh,
You know,
that's an
I'm not
argument.
proud. I'm not proud it
You're not
happened.
advertising it?
Yeah, I'm not advertising it.
But you have the comparison.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. How is it?
That's a
No, I
element,
have
bro.
to be transparent
Yeah.
because I have left the pool 3 years now.
There we go.
because
about
I'm
it.
specializing right now.
There we go.
Yes,
There we go.
I am courting right now.
Generalize, specialize.
So,
Easy white.
what happening right now? I mean,
You
it
don't
can't
know
be.
what's happening
There's
right now.
nothing new under the sun, right?
Yeah, there we
There's
go.
nothing new under the sun.
Straight.
Right? So, what is happening is, I'll tell you this. One, there's a ratio. There's a ratio, right?
Straight.
Now, we're not just talking about Christians. Now, we're talking about Seventh-day Adventist Christians.
Christians,
So, that's
yeah.
the pool is even less, right?
Yeah, it's not
the population is even less.
You have a
right?
subset, yeah.
Exactly. And then now we have, okay, where are you located? What's your region?
geography.
Your geography.
Culture.
Then you have mutual interests, stuff like that. And then sometimes you may like someone, you iron someone, but they're not iron you back. So,
Dum.
yeah.
Wait,
You're gonna sweep past that?
okay, go on.
So basically, your type, you may not be your type's type.
Wait.
Oh, yo, that's
Tony,
a hard realization,
That's
bro.
a hard
Tony,
reality.
what was that look about?
I feel, I don't know. I just feel like
Tony,
you felt
really?
it. You felt it?
I just didn't expect you to go there. I just didn't expect you.
We're talking ratios here,
Yeah,
people,
yeah,
and that's
yeah.
realistic,
It's
because
true.
we do
It's
see
true.
eligible persons,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they ain't even trying
They
to
not
eye
seen
your
us,
way.
but we seen them.
No, on top of that, for women in particular,
Yeah.
the ratio is different, right?
Yeah.
Because now there are, I would like to say, and I'm being generous, 5 to 1. 5 females to 1. Yeah.
What?
When you
5
go,
to 1?
yes,
Like, okay. That one is like good man or just man?
just man, and that's not taken into consideration. Yes.
You mean, like?
Have you not been hearing ladies ask, where are the men?
Where are the men?
Where are the men?
Is that the episode we thought?
Next episode.
no,
Next
no,
episode.
definitely. Yeah, where are they, man? Where are they?
Yeah, where are they?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then 2, on top of that, the ratio in terms of age difference.
Yeah.
Right. That makes
Generational
sense.
difference.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
there are older persons as well who
and
are
younger.
single,
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So right now the dating pool is very, how to say it? It's saturated with women who are longing and looking,
Yeah.
and there are men who are laid back, just testing and
Tony
waiting.
So,
Yeah. Waiting for long, yeah?
yeah, but what? Let's just really go into what is dating. What does dating look
Right.
look like
Generally.
for you generally? Kerry, what do you think?
No, well,
Is it-
dating is getting to know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Your process of getting to know someone
Yeah.
with the added benefit, or at least the added mindset of, I want to marry someday. Now, notice I
Right.
use my words carefully. I want to
I love
marry
it.
someday. Not necessarily marry you
Wow.
someday.
Exactly.
I want to marry someday.
Right. But we will get into that. Eh?
Yikes.
We'll get into that.
You
Eh?
understand? Because
Yikes.
there's a big difference between, okay, I want to date, but I want to marry. And
Okay.
Okay.
I think in what's happening now, at least the definitions that lurk around now,
Yeah.
is I want to marry and I want to date are two separate things.
Right. Yeah. What's also existing is,
Very,
remember
very
you
true.
said not now, but there are a
Yeah.
lot of persons who given the now energy, but in the back of their minds is not now.
Yeah.
So the other party is like being misled.
Look the back on that. Because I know for a fact I'm dating just to date. Not to marry. But I'm giving you marry energy.
Yeah.
Stay with me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm
for sure.
doing the things that says to you, hey, this is husband material.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm just dating.
But it ain't quite there yet.
And so when
Yeah.
you come in your good intuition, you come and you say, okay, so what are we? And you come to me with what are we? Because
Exactly.
I've been giving you
Exactly.
we energy.
Yeah, and there are some persons who don't even ask. Like they just go for, like I burn to learn with that.
There we
I
go.
don't know
Interesting.
why.
Pressure.
Actually, I know why. There's a part of us that, you know what, if I ask that, I
You go
wouldn't
spoil
like
it.
what.
Wait. If you
Yeah.
ask
Yeah.
what are we?
What
If
are
you
we?
ask what are
Yeah.
we?
What are we?
You go spoil it.
Yeah.
Just leave it. Leave
Yeah.
it be.
You feel like it might
was that question.
And this is just me observing and dissecting past situations, and I'm like, wow, that is why I didn't ask. But in the moment, I did not know why. You know what I mean? But only with experience and wisdom,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. And then,
So for me, that's the definition. The definition is, okay, I want to get to know you. I want to see what you're about. You know, see where the likes, where we have, compatibility.
interests,
And if there is alignment, then I may
make a move.
always remember me.
Yeah.
The key word for men is me, because we ain't trying to just jump into commitment just so.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's always
Commitment
subjunctive.
is
It's always
serious, yeah.
conditional. I may decide upon receiving sufficient evidence, which may be, of course, a 5-3, how many ever years I wish.
Yeah.
I had to get my degrees first, I ain't ready to settle. But that's the definitions in which I think.
Tony, what about you? What about you?
Actually, it's along the same lines.
Yeah.
It's just really the light, getting to know.
The light, we mean like
Light.
airy,
You know,
just-
it's
no,
surface
shut up.
level at
Okay.
first, you know?
Casual.
Casual.
Casual. Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Casual with boundaries.
Yeah.
Stressing on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Part 2.
Because.
Yeah.
Anyway, part 2. So,
Uh-huh.
I agree with Kerry in that regard, and
Yeah.
it's just...
Yeah, I like it. I heard a pastor said dating is basically collecting data.
Yeah.
You're gathering
Yeah.
data about a person, information.
Yeah.
And what I've learned is that once you're dating, you're on that train.
Mm-hmm.
You're on that train ride. When you weren't dating, you weren't on that train ride. But when you are dating, you're on that train ride, going to a destination,
Yeah.
which is married.
Yeah.
As you start a date, you
Yeah.
jump on that train.
Yeah.
You're there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are there.
My question
Yeah.
to you is, are you there by a matter of fact, or are you there in terms of your mind? And what I mean is it that dating is objectively a process to marry, or is it dating is subjectively a process just
It's
to,
like something by
just to
within
move around?
itself.
You know what I mean? Because you're saying the moment you get into that
Right.
data collection process,
Right.
Yeah.
you're on your way to be married.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But it doesn't seem to be that way in
Right.
today's society. Like how long these fellas on their way? How
I
long you're on
know.
your way to get
Yes.
married? You know what I mean? Like how long?
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
well, that's kind of long.
Yeah.
Because you sound like you're saying dating is boyfriend and girlfriend. Like that's how we take the term in the culture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you give your definition
It
yet?
sounds like gathering, collecting
It
data.
just gathering.
Yeah.
That's all dating supposed to be. But I think I think I told you before. And I posted it on my status a while
I
back.
think so.
In terms of the levels of dating, right? I believe that there's a dating part 1 and part 2, where the first level is it's not exclusive. It's just we're talking. It's really that collecting data, right? That collecting data.
Yeah, I think which is like basically building a foundation to a friendship, to the point where if you realize it
Interesting.
have no romance,
Yeah.
it should be a platonic friendship.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That
Listen.
Go ahead. Jump on
Let
that.
me finish.
Jump on
Let me
it.
finish.
Yeah,
So, it's getting hot. It's getting hot here. All right. So all right. So phase 1, dating phase 1. That is just basically talking. We're not exclusive, but we're getting to know each other. Dating phase 2. That's what I'll call the boyfriend girlfriend stage.
Yeah.
Right, where
You're specialized.
we're still right. You're specialized. We're still dating, and now you can date one-on-one. In dating phase 1, I would recommend people. I would define that stage as you date more in groups, because you're just getting to know the
Oh,
person.
that's the old people way. Yeah?
So
they
so
talk
group
about that.
group date and dating phase 1. No exclusivity. Just friends, just people just going out, you're going wherever. Hey, we having this. Do you want to come? Thing. You're with people,
Yeah.
Facts.
right?
So-
You're
so-
with people.
So my question
Yeah.
is that dating, that data collection that you're doing, is that meant to be intentional, or is it meant to just happen?
I think it's supposed to be natural. You know why?
Go ahead,
'Cause
tell me.
that is exactly what happened with my person. I just was invited generally to a general thing.
General thing. It wasn't in.
And I only knew about 3 faces.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And we
Shalom
sat
was one
next
of
to
them.
each other. Yes.
Right, big up Shalon.
Shalom.
Yeah.
I sat next to him, don't know who this guy is, and we were literally organically collecting data.
There we go.
Right?
No thinking of steps or
exactly.
or
It was
no-
organic because
Wow.
we were
Beautiful.
eating the food. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, is there nuts in this lasagna? And we both hated nuts.
Yeah.
Sorry, Denicia, I'm sorry. But she put her foot in the lasagna though.
put it up.
But I just don't like nuts.
Nuts.
And we gelled in that, and
I
then
didn't
we
know.
got
By the
to.
way, I didn't know people
Yeah.
put nuts in lasagna, bro.
No, I didn't know neither.
I didn't know. That's
You
not
know
like
what?
me.
It was a vegan. I think
The
it was
hell?
just a matter of getting some
Oh,
protein
vegan,
into it.
bro.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but they had to go to that extent.
And it wasn't just any, it was a bougie nut, it was walnuts.
Oh, okay.
But I'm a texture
still no,
person.
but
Texture,
okay.
yeah.
I'm a
yeah.
texture
And walnuts
person, so
is
it's like-
texture. Like, there's no more
Too
texture
much.
than that. No,
Too
much
What's
texture.
But you're connected over the fact that
Absolutely. And then after that, we it had another group thing, and I just randomly we created a group chat, and so I had to message him to get his number because it's me. I'm an organizer.
Wait. Hang on. Slow down. So what made you? Okay, so it was natural. It was organic. Okay. What made you? Okay, say that. Hey, I want to get to know this guy more. You want to get his number? What?
Oh no! Getting his number was only to get everybody in the group. 'Cause
Oh,
I was
okay,
the organizer,
okay.
yeah. So
Okay,
I had to
okay.
search for him on Facebook.
Okay.
And then
This
ask
is
for his
really
number.
organic.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
and
Beautiful.
you know what I
beautiful.
admire? I'll say this: the fact that there is something functional about the reach.
Yeah.
It's not
It serves a
shooting
purpose.
your shot.
Yeah.
It's let's get something done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
I like that because
Yeah.
it says to me, hey, I just don't like the shooting your shot culture.
And trust me, I had shot my shot in
Before.
past times, yeah.
You know?
You have.
I have.
There's something
Yeah.
function because at the end of the day, a marriage, in my understanding, is about duty and function. If the first time I reach out to you is because of
Yeah.
getting something done,
Exactly.
then I like that because it means our first connection is about A to B.
Yeah.
We did A to B.
Yeah.
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 It's all about the organic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about the
Absolutely.
And
natural.
what helps the organic
Yeah.
is probably function.
Yeah.
Which means we might be
interesting.
ushers or we might be in the
Yeah.
praise team together.
In the praise-
or we
right.
might be,
Beautiful.
studying the same degree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watching the
Function.
same show.
Yeah,
Watching the
lesson
same show.
study.
Lesson
Lesson
study.
study.
Lesson study.
Lesson study.
So
Yeah.
function does
Yeah.
give you a
Yeah.
good indicator of how
Yeah.
well can you
Yeah.
be.
It's
Oh,
and people
that's- that's so good.
I don't know why
Yeah.
people
I never thought
think
about that. That's so
there's
good.
not like a lot of options because as you were listening, there's so many more. I know that my cousin, who is now married, I think they married in August.
Yeah.
They met because she went something and he dropped her home. She had to get dropped.
Fun fact.
You know,
Here's my story. Piece of my story. 'Cause
Listen,
all
if
you
you-
like
if you
people
haven't-
business, all you like people business.
Listen, if you haven't pressed the like,
But-
I
Sipsty.
can't do it now.
But I remember it was a Sabbath lunch, and the person who dropped her to the spot,
stories that start with Sabbath lunch. Just be really nice.
the person who dropped her to the spot was going to Cascade, but she lives in the east side, but I was heading east side too, so I was like, oh, she was like, can you drop me A to B?
Wait, just I never heard this story. Wait, how many
I
times?
got stories, bro.
Okay, bro. Okay,
I'm
bro.
telling
So
you.
this is how.
This is the very
okay.
first time
Yeah.
I did-
function.
The first interaction.
Not the first interaction.
Okay,
We had
okay.
like the natural
Yes.
sort of
Passing by.
church lesson study.
Okay.
But the very first function was, oh, can I get a job? Oh, fine,
Nice.
sure, fine.
Nice.
Wait,
Nice.
so she just asked you? I don't understand.
No, well, it took her some time to ask me. But
Right.
But you all were talking before, like
no,
just.
she was at the Sabbath lunch,
Yeah.
and it was like, okay.
She would have been bashful, yes.
The reality was
She needed a lift.
needed a lift,
Yeah.
and the person was going in it, so it would have been out of the other person's way.
Yeah,
who dropped her here.
it would be
Uh-huh.
convenient
Yeah, so
to
it
you
would
go
be
in that
coming
direction.
already
Yeah.
heading in that direction.
Yeah.
And you know, let me
Yeah.
see if I
That
can
is
draw something
so
on this.
Your
organic.
car was clean?
Car was mad
Woo.
clean, bro.
All right.
I hope.
So you get points.
It was destined.
It was
destined.
destined.
That's just great on there.
So here's my thing. I'm like, okay, I was already heading the same direction, so it was natural for me to be
Yeah.
of that function.
Absolutely.
I didn't have to make up that function.
Exactly.
I was already heading that direction. She was already heading that direction. And I think what's necessary here in this little moment is this. You don't have to make up something to do.
Okay.
You have to be already doing it.
Right.
Because that's something we pushed in the earlier episode of Men. You have to be on a specific purpose.
Yes.
And then on your way there,
Yeah.
she will be on that
Yes.
path too.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
felt like the
Yeah.
function of that
Yeah.
first drop was, it wasn't out of my way. It was
Yes.
what I was already doing.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think that's what makes it even more natural, because I don't have to feel like, oh, this is unnatural.
I know.
It feels
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
highway.
Yeah.
Because unknowingly,
Yeah.
Stevens and I first date wasn't even intentionally a date. It was another function.
It was another function.
another function.
Another function. You
Yes.
see? So I didn't even expect us to like be on function. But I think what function does, it leads you to a place where, are you useful? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
are we compatible?
are we compatible? But a good measure of compatibility is, can we function together?
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
maybe the
that's
reason
good.
why a lot
That's
of
good.
marriages are where they are is because they lost function.
Yeah.
What do you guys do? And I'm talking about what movies y'all watch.
Yeah.
I'm talking about what do you guys do? Because one of the things I think I'm very passionate about is purpose-driven relationships.
Yes.
Where I am, as a man, God gives me a purpose, as He gave Adam a purpose, and then He brings a helpmeet to help you on that purpose. And I
Yeah.
say, but if you, as a man, you don't have a purpose yet,
Yeah.
wait. Don't
Yeah.
get no woman if you have no purpose,
Yeah.
because you will mess her up.
It would be confusing.
It will be confusing. And I think God gives men this initial function,
Yeah.
this usefulness that a woman could work with.
Yeah.
And women are,
Because we are made to maximize
what's
we are-
already there.
Yeah.
You're not
yeah.
meant to be
And
magicians.
we are natural stewards. And you have to steward things that already exist.
Already exists. So if
Yeah.
it's not there, sis, and maybe this is the point, right? Maybe this is the point, because you know the dating and potential thing.
Yeah.
Where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, he does not have function, but I will stay and give him function. Excuse.
No, no. Oh.
What? You going to stay and give him function?
Y'all went
You're
in, boy.
Yeah, if it does not
Listen.
already exist, sis, you
Yeah.
shouldn't exist.
Yeah,
there.
it's true,
You
eh?
shouldn't exist
It's
there.
something. No, there's a difference though with persons who they are not fully there, but they have made these steps for themselves to
Yeah.
get there,
Yeah.
and that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you want
yeah.
that.
You want
You
that.
want them to make
you
these
want
steps for
them to
themselves.
show you
For
that
themselves,
they
yeah.
have
Yeah.
their potential
Yeah.
is solely on them,
The
not for
autonomy.
you to bring out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you are not the Holy Spirit.
Because the
Let's just
moment
say
you
that.
start to do
Yeah.
magic, that witchcraft.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. And you're not on the level with the Holy Spirit.
You're not there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Purpose has seasons.
And
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's good to
that,
mention
I
that.
think that's a beautiful point.
Yeah.
Function.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah. Yeah, dating is function.
Dating is function. Like,
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
But there's another
A
side
layer,
to it.
another layer.
There's another side to it because, all right, I call it entrances. I call it the observational, and I also call it the platonic. There's another side which is the platonic, where they have been friends
Yeah.
for a long period of time. They have been friends.
Yeah.
They develop
you've
friendship.
been around each other.
Yeah, friends, and all of a sudden that this person looks at that person and be like, he actually or she, you know, makes a suitable, candidate in terms of dating.
Right.
Like you look at them and you're like, I could see myself with this person,
Yeah.
later on I could really see myself with this person. So I that's why I mentioned one stage which I call the observational, right, where you pass through this route.
Yeah.
It seems like you all passed through this where it was unintentional, and then you all made that connection, and then started to talk and build the friendship and
Yeah,
stuff
there's
like that.
that, and then
But then, there's the platonic where the friendship has been built.
Yes.
Right? It's the opposite end. The friendship has been built.
Yeah.
And then you enter into dating.
right.
All right?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, this is all semantics.
Yeah.
This is all nuances. we could only go generalized, and
Yeah.
these are the two generalized routes into dating, right?
Yeah.
That's the reality of it. So it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
It's different for everybody.
Like, dating is like an onion, but
layers to that,
layers, but the fundamentalism of it.
Yes, there must.
It
oh boy,
must
we-
be-
We have to go there.
Consistent.
It must be.
It cannot be subjective. It can't
Yeah.
be based on you. There has to be a bedrock.
Yeah.
Like you gave insight
like,
earlier.
that like it's kind of like you're unknowingly abiding within these as Christians, you know. You're abiding within these boundaries, but it's multifaceted in terms of how it may start.
Yeah.
You know, as you were saying, you know, in different situations. Because you were saying that, and I'm like, what would have led these individuals to now see that that person, their friend, is a candidate? And I think life does that.
Yeah.
Experiences,
Yeah.
maturity.
Yeah. Maturity, yeah.
Yeah.
You see them, you're at their family's home. You're friends. You're at their
Yeah.
family's home, and you see him washing the dishes,
Yeah.
or picking up after everybody, or she's just doing. She's cooking or something. You know, the way she handles herself in the kitchen, or even how she interacts with people, with her family members, or whatever the case. And you just look and you're like,
it's a good person.
wait now.
Oh, and then
Wait now.
You seeing something?
it's like a bulb went off.
Hello. Yeah. And also, that is also natural.
Yeah. You know
That
what?
is also natural.
I think there's also a part of it that's well, we know for sure there's also a part of it that's very spiritual in terms of
It's the backdrop.
to me, submission to God gives you that sense of
I see where you're going.
almost as if it's time.
Yeah.
You know? It's time. And now you know for sure it's God when your friend giving you back that energy. Because you know there are some persons who they start liking the friend after so long, and it's kind of like, gosh, I don't want to mess this up. Oh gosh, and you're going to a pit of. And to me, that is there's no alignment there. Yeah. And then you hear their friends where it's like almost like simultaneously the switches flicked.
Okay.
That's God. That's submission. That's trust. That's wait and murmur not.
Wow. Wait
That
and
is
murmur
so
not.
deep.
Yeah.
What I like when you say, like, God says it's time.
Yeah.
Do we always listen to that voice?
Yeah.
Like sometimes God could say it's time, and you be like, I ain't ready yet. You telling
You're
God
self-sabotaging,
you're not ready.
right?
But I want to talk about my experience. I told you about my experience before with this young lady I was dating, and she's gonna be watching this, but she's fine. She'll be fine with the story. I was dating this young lady, and I remember I knelt down at the side of my bed and I was praying, and I was like, God, I mean, you know, she's great. And I was like, God, what is this? You know, like, talk to me, tell me something. You ever be like, God, talk to me, like, you know, God, talk to me. So I was like that, and he told me, you've been through what she's going through. That's what he told me. Right? Yeah. Because she was a lot of painful stuff was happening in her life. Death of her grandmother and that sort of stuff. And yeah, I remember God legit. He spoke to me clearly, and he said, you know, you've been through. That was his words. The Holy Spirit. You've been through what she's going through right now.
Right.
And I took that word and I run with it. I remember I was like, okay. I was like, yeah.
So is it that he was saying you were there in her space for a purpose? Like that's the
Well,
purpose?
hang on, I didn't get that yet. It's how you get, and I didn't get it. So later on, I'm dating this young lady and I realize things ain't adding up. This ain't the connection not connecting. And I'm like, listen, I'm like, God, what's going on here? And then he gave me another word. He was like, Mikhail, that was supposed to be an assignment. That wasn't supposed to be someone you're supposed to be dating. That is your assignment.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Listen.
Why you say ooh?
For two reasons.
Go ahead.
Because yes, I'm seeing God revealing it, you know, and
Yeah.
I'm picturing it and I'm seeing it, and it's like we are in our own ways sometimes because the Lord puts us, you know, in an environment or space with someone to minister, not
Yeah.
to romantically pursue the person. You know?
No, the question is.
I also
So and that's a let's stay on that for a little bit because
yeah.
why do we get it mixed up? Like you say initially, you ran with that. Like, are we supposed to wait until
Flesh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, you done go on date, only to find out later on
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was not the purpose.
Yeah.
And honestly,
Yeah.
it's not wrong. It's not wrong because sometimes we innocently just, you know, think of situations in a different way,
Yeah.
and we tend to stray. We don't reconnect back to God. Like, what's your plan here? With
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
what's going on
Get-
here?
no, get
we
a
just get
second
carried
word.
away. We get
Yeah,
excited.
yeah,
You know,
No, you gotta get
and we think,
confirmation.
well, especially for women, we thinking
Yeah.
about the long run already. Like, I
Yeah.
could see that. I could see.
I could see it,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, and you're not even.
You formulated something.
Yeah,
You formulated
you're
something.
dressing back to really dissect the thing. So now, as you were there, you did the right thing. You know, you went to, you plead, you ask,
Yeah.
and only in the moment where you realize that, wow, your aha moment,
Yeah.
you got it.
Yeah,
You got it.
I had to go back to that well.
How late?
Yeah.
I can't remember, but I know that I did it when things
Wasn't adding up?
things weren't adding up.
Yeah.
Things were,
Okay.
because these things, it would not be forceful, and that's why I was gonna.
Absolutely.
That's why I was gonna go to, because we're talking about a high spiritual level type of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But most people ain't doing this.
Yeah.
Most people is like they going after the man.
Headstrong.
Yeah.
You know,
They
the man
proposing these days.
going after the girl. They going after each other, bro.
Yeah.
Extremely intentional.
Like these boxes checked, I just going ahead.
Listen,
I just
and-
going ahead.
Oh my gosh, you know what? You know which one does irk me? The time one, the time factor.
Ooh.
Where okay, we must be talking for a certain time until this happens. Yeah. Let's,
Waterfall model, we call it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't do it, because I kind of suffered with that a little bit.
I have a friend who had a guy on a 1-year leash.
Right.
She was like, this will not be anything after 1 year.
Right.
Which means,
Ooh.
let's just talk for 1 year. That's what she had. She had it. And at the point, homeboy was like 31, 32.
Yeah.
And you have him on a talk for 1 year?
Yeah, so you tend to
So he talk until she was transparent with him.
If you're listening to
eventually.
this, you kind of know how ludicrous that sounds. So you
Yeah.
kind of know how it goes.
Yeah. Well, actually, my boyfriend gave me a story of someone right before me, and it was only until it was feeling forced, you know, like, what's going on here? He realized that he was there to help the young lady.
I have problems with that. And here's why I have problems with it. You see, we have a problem of evangelating sometimes.
Yeah,
Or
right. What is this evangelical?
evangelating.
If,
Where
wow.
God,
Yeah, I heard it before.
yeah,
Drop that in the comments.
it's like you trying to date somebody, and like in the process, it's you that had to bring them to God.
Oh gosh.
You see,
Oh,
yeah.
gosh.
I struggle with the idea that someone is
Yeah.
someone of the
It's
opposite
tough.
sex is
It's
your
tough.
assignment.
It's
I
tough.
struggle with that idea because I'm like,
It's
That's
tough.
problematic because here's what happens here. What if mess happens? Because these situations are not always letter A to Z. It's always messy in the sense that, we got in with each other.
The success percentile is low.
And we got in with each other, and now you have some added variables because we've done stuff, but I now learned you my assignment.
Yeah.
It's like, shims, what
Yeah.
just happened? So now it's messy, all because the underlying idea was like, boy, there is a possibility. I'm not saying it's not likely. I'm not saying it can't happen. I was like, boy, would God really give me a woman to be my assignment?
Listen.
Oh,
God will only give you what you can bear.
Yeah.
And because remember,
Maybe I can't bear it.
yeah, well that's
Wait.
no, don't say that. Put hashtag don't say that in the chat. Don't say that. But because in my case, God believed that, and I saw why. I never looked at her in any other way.
Right.
I never looked at her
Yeah.
in that sort of way. You know,
Yeah.
it was natural. We were friends. We were you know. So God knew where I am in this season, in this stage of my life, in comparison to where I've been.
Yeah.
So He gives you what you can manage, where you can manage where you are right now. So that is why He entrusted me.
Yeah, but it's going to be hard for me. to
The Lord knows that. The Lord knows that.
And by be hard for me, it's going to be hard for me to come to terms with the idea.
Yeah.
Because I think Paul's command is important.
Yeah.
Paul's command is let every woman have her own husband. That it is good not to touch a woman. That every man have his own wife and every woman have her own husband.
So let me ask you.
And so I'm like, because of this, I'm like, boy, she's not supposed to be my assignment. You know?
No, well, you listen. Look at the season you're going into. You're going into a new,
even before this new season, I'm
but
like, boy,
it wasn't what you could handle. That's all. But you were gonna ask
Maybe if she was
the
unattractive.
opposite sex drama is
Maybe
my
she
thing
was
because
unattractive.
my underlying.
He doesn't believe women and men can be friends.
That's where I'm going.
Exactly.
That's where I'm going.
He doesn't believe that.
Because I don't believe man and woman can be friends. Because any day now, if homeboy slip, I have opportunity.
Just now. I think you mean like close friends, because.
Hang on. Let's go back to dating. This has to be fun.
Oh, yeah,
it might be a little.
But why it's hard for you to understand?
There is a pathway because I mean, listen. Reality is one of the best ways to experience dating is when you and this person are friends. That's an entrance to
I think that's
dating.
beautiful. Where there is no expectation.
Yeah, but that is.
But you know, no.
Yeah.
Every lesson is a blessing, right?
There we go.
So, with your experience with your friend,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you may have needed that lesson more than you knew.
Okay.
You may have needed it.
He may have needed it.
In terms of, Mikkel befriends anybody, right?
Hold up.
Meaning-
Are you going to talk about my partner too?
She knows me though. She knows me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she knows me.
People's person.
Yeah.
People's
Oh, God, not
person.
anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
And so, okay, so you're not a judgmental person, right?
Yeah, I am not.
So, it's not like you won't end up having female friends, okay?
Right.
So, the lesson that you may have received showed you there's another facet to,
There we go.
I love that.
operating
Yeah.
within these circles, right?
Yeah.
And then when
Yeah.
you share that, you may also help somebody to understand, okay, there's that. As not every female that come into my circle,
Yeah.
I should look at them like,
Yeah.
oh no, she's a candidate, boy. Because
Yeah.
you know it, how people do that. It's how people do that.
Yeah.
Men do it too.
No. Men do that.
It's heavy.
Heavy.
Like
Especially young men.
I saw you at my church last week, and like the Lord told me, like
You've got that experience?
once.
You serious from a theologian or?
No.
Tio
No.
Sorry.
Oh, whoa.
Sorry.
Whoa.
I mean, they know. It's well known. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
people
it's
say it
well
all the
known.
time.
People say it all the
People
time.
Say it
talk
all
to
the
them.
time. I will have you a little soon, yeah. Yeah.
What's on your mind, Gary?
But
What's on your
in
mind?
every fall that we have, there is a lesson, and I think to look at it positively, that is one of the lessons, to understand that, we have circles with persons of the opposite sex and whatnot.
Yes.
Here's what we need to.
I have a
Opportunities for
ton of
ministry
female
and-
friends.
Here's what is a good episode to have.
What's that?
Can men and women be friends?
I don't thought about it.
You
no.
understand what I'm saying? Because I'm like,
We're
Yeah.
gonna have it. We're gonna
I'm
have
like,
it.
There
This
are
is-
millions of podcasts that actually cover that topic.
this is
Yeah, we're
all
gonna
the
have
time.
it. We're gonna have
because
it.
boy,
It's serious.
We gotta bring
It's
back Tony.
serious.
We gotta bring
It's
back
serious.
Tony for that one, boy.
and because definitely probably
Yeah.
even
Yeah,
bring
because-
two girls because
Yeah.
to see if we could balance this, because I'm like, I'm on the side where I think the possibility always exists that as a man, this could be sexual.
Yeah, because
Could be.
because
my
it's so
cousin?
easy for
Yeah.
y'all, is it?
Yeah.
Is it, because it's so easy for
It
y'all.
could be so easy for men. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm like, it could be. And it all boils down to whether or not you choose to.
Right,
Yeah?
self-control.
Self-control.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, the moment you like that girl, or as men, sometimes you don't
It's
have to like
natural,
them.
it's not, yeah.
Depending on your temperament and how crazy you are, you don't even have to like. And I'm saying, because of that possibility, that's what I want to table for that episode. Men and women
For you,
For
just
me.
yeah, just can't.
can't be friends. Acquaintances and define
Yes.
define it.
Yeah.
Like I know Antonia.
Yes.
so,
Acquaintance.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as in crying on your show, crying to
Close
you,
buddy or
bringing
BFFs?
No.
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, well,
No.
no, I mean you have
Can't
to
see your status.
you have well, you see
You
the
block your
status.
status. You block your status from this person.
No, I think there's
Certain
some statuses, certain statuses you have to block because not everybody on the
It should,
same.
because
Yeah.
because most of us use WhatsApp for real personal. You know, you sharing your day to day. I have 200
That's-
and something persons blocked from my
Yeah.
statuses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
my people who I
listen,
conduct business with
I
don't
lost-
need to
I probably have
see
more
that
than
I
you.
went. You know.
You know what's the most painful thing? Two things. One, I lost my phone.
Ooh.
But that's not what was painful. It's having to reblock some of these folks, some of these statuses
Oh no.
who don't keep Sabbath, who when you mistakenly see them, it is being whatever.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, I don't want all of these people in my status.
Right.
Yeah.
But what's even more painful is that WhatsApp web doesn't have the same blocks from your phone.
Yeah, it does.
So you have to reblock them on the web app. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
yeah.
it's doubly thing, but I'm saying
Yeah.
I think so just some blocking. But I just wanted to table that because
Yeah,
for that
definitely,
episode,
definitely.
Yeah,
You have to,
definitely.
yeah, you gotta dig into
Yeah.
that.
that's a bit.
You gotta dig into
But
that.
what I wanted to tap into was the fact that there seems to be a varying degrees of the definition of dating in the in the SD Christian
Yeah.
community.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
she sees dating differently, he sees dating differently,
Yeah.
I see differently.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what if two persons who have different definitions get together?
Oh, it happened to me.
Your
Got together with
definition
the
isn't
wrong
his one.
definition.
So what was his definition?
See,
It's like his definition was like, or there. Woo. Their definition was like, I could see myself. No, I wanna. No, I'm treating you like I wanna be with you exclusively. But yeah, it's not actually the case. It's like I'm doing that with like multiple females.
Okay. I was specifically asking about him, but you're doing the
Yeah, no, apparently that's
That well,
Their-
the
or his
definition
definition,
is
yeah.
their definition is
multiple.
multiple, but giving them relationship energy.
Let's go on that a bit. Let's go on that a bit
You
because
have 2 hours remaining.
let's go on.
Let me know what's happening.
Let's go on that
Because if this,
because no.
that's what it's at.
No, I remember I used to do that.